Hey everybody, this is my 2007 Yamaha Apex MTX with the Stage 2 MPI supercharger. Real quick, I'm just gonna go over some of the changes I've made since I bought it new to me last year. If you watch some of my later videos, you'll see a couple rides that I took on it after I got it. It's the SE, so it had the reddish maroon paint with the decals on it before I stripped it all down and primered it and painted it all. It's a Charisma color. It's orange. You can kind of see it in the fluorescent light, but you get that bright light on it. That color completely bends into that lighter orange metallic. It's really cool in the sun. It really pops. Painted the tunnel and also put on these WRP cutouts to help with snow removal. Those are powder coated, and I also disassembled all of these front toe kick area on both sides and had them powder coated also, and I drilled some extra holes also for the snow removal factor. Disassembled the front end, painted the A-arms black, and I installed the OILITE bushing kit for the front end. So for lubricating bushings. Those are also made by MPI, but you have to buy them through a Yamaha dealer. Other changes that I made, I added the snorkel. I did that last year. I shortened it up a little bit, and it's just a piece of radiator hose, which is nice because when you roll it, because it's only a matter of when, it doesn't break the tube, it just bends. Also, I added a blow-off valve, and I didn't want to go with the MPI valve just because of the price. I ended up sectioning in a piece of silicone hose. You can kind of see it right there, that blue hose, but it's just a silicone T. And I put a HKS SSQV 4 blow-off valve in there. Hopefully that'll help a little bit with the compressor surge on the supercharger. Other changes, I went with the Power Mad handlebar riser kit. That's the 10-inch riser with the pivot post adapter, which I think is an 1.5 inches taller than stock. And I went with the RSI handlebars with the 6-inch rise. So all together, it's 5.5 inches taller than stock, which is I'm really excited about because I'm 6 feet 5 inches tall, and stock the Apex handlebars were just too short for me. I added an AEM water temperature gauge. I had the failsafe, the AEM failsafe boost and AFR gauge on there last year, and I also added a Trail Tech oil temperature sensor for the supercharger oil. So this will be good because I'll be able to monitor my temperatures while I ride. And I relocated the MPI fuel controller to the handlebars. I think that'll make it a little bit easier for tuning instead of having it up in front there. We had to lean over the handlebars. Now I can just sit on the seat and make changes. I bought the Mountain Addiction 3.3 gallon auxiliary fuel tank, because anybody that rides boosted sleds know that they go through the fuel. And if you don't have an extended capacity fuel tank or the aftermarket fuel tanks that some of the turbo sleds have, then you definitely have to have some type of a auxiliary fuel source. I also have I added and it's an Excel under tunnel exhaust, but I've been reading on some forums and people have said they've been having problems with the sled bogging out because of the back pressure underneath the tunnel when you're in deep powder. So all I did was, and I don't know if this is going to show up, I added a section to 90 into the end of the pipe and just brought it out so it's venting out into the atmosphere. And I had to make these flashing pieces. I used the stock fascia piece, and I made these out of just plate aluminum, and kind of had to cut and fab those to make them fit. But I think it turned out really good. Most of the guys that go with an under tunnel exhaust usually buy a aftermarket seat, but aftermarket seats are always in the neighborhood of $500, and to me that's just way too much money to spend on a seat, especially when mine's in excellent shape. So other than that, I added a Impulse 60 thousandths head shim to eliminate any problems that I could potentially have with detonation. I went with the ARP head studs also because I'm running high boost and I didn't want to blow the head gasket. Other than that, I actually made this little hood ornament out of it was a shifter knob, but I don't know. I don't know why I've always wanted to do something different, so I kind of carved this out. I put an LED light in there, so when you turn the key on, it actually lights up. I'll show you. But kind of fun. I don't know. I'm kind of goofy, but I think it's fun. So I'll go ahead and fire it up. Well, that's kind of what I've been up to this summer. Can't wait for the snow. Thanks for watching.